Hello, this is Matt from Exit Games, and I'm going to show you how to play the DARK Cooperative. It's a two-player game that starts off in the dark bag are all the darks. You take out the 4 core darks, as you do every game of the dark. They look like this. In the back they have this, so you can see they're different than the rest. For this game, which is going to be the easier mode, you also take out the 1 flower lights, and there's 2 sets of each type of flower for a total of 8 are removed. Each player draws 4 tiles, and they must be light tiles. During the first 4 turns, which are building the core darkness, playing these 4, you can only use lights. So this player 1 drew these, player 2 drew those. This is an inspiration tile. If you drew one of these, you put it back and draw until you have lights. So the object of the game is covering all of the darks with lights. If you cover all of them before there are 10 darks on the table, then you win. If you don't, you lose. By covering, that means making sure every side and corner has a light touching it. The lights can attach to the darks only by the same color. Darks can attach to any darks, so it doesn't make a difference what the flowers are. They do have to when you place a dark, it has to touch another dark either by the side or by the corner. Lights next to each other must share the same colors when they attach. During your turn, you place a dark, play as many tiles as you want, and then draw so you have 4 tiles left on your rack. During the first 4, the building of the dark, these are your 4 darks. After these are placed, then you draw random ones from the dark bag. So player 1 here looks like they're going to start off with white. They can do this here. So both of these attach to this dark with the same flower, and these 2 attach. Now, player 2 is going to play a light, and after that, place the dark after this. Player 1 is going to replenish their rack. So we got this, and so we got an inspiration. Put it back and draw a light. Okay, there we go. This is from the future bag we're drawing here. Okay, player 2's turn. So both players in this work together to try and cover this. You can talk to each other, say, hey, what do you think about this tile? You cannot say, what about this tile? What about this tile? You can't expose a tile until you're playing it. But you can briefly discuss it if you want to. You don't want to take forever just talking. So player 2 is going to play, looks like we want to do yellow here. So they're going to play that there, or place that dark there. Then attach that. This here. And this here. Okay. We get 2, let's see. Okay. Next player. Is gonna pick the red, might as well. Looks like, let's see, look there. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna put that there. Blue. So you see how these are attaching like that. That's all they're gonna do. One thing you can do, so they got an inspiration. The core darkness is not yet built, so I'm going to go back and get a light. Okay, next player. One thing you can do when you place a dark, so this dark here you could attach here. You could not attach here, even though they touch by a corner. These don't match. You cannot attach here. These don't match. You can, however, detach light tiles. I could detach this one and place it here. The lights or the darks are touching, it matches the lights. Detached tiles would go back in the future bag. You can detach one or two, and you can only detach them if it's necessary to play the dark where you want to place it. So, like, let's say I did put this here. I couldn't also detach that because there's no reason I would need to, because it matches fine. And let's look at the tiles here. It actually looks like that's not a bad move. So we're going to do that. So the first phase of the turn, placing a dark, place that, play tiles, and then draw. So this here, maybe that wasn't the best move, but it's hard to play this and talk about it at the same time. Okay, so this, I guess, this didn't really make a difference. One thing to keep in mind is that these intersections here, like this is an intersection of blue and blue. I could also have done this like this, creating an intersection of blue and yellow. If I was leaving this for the other player, you might think that, look at what's been played already. Of the tiles in the future bag available, there are 5 different tiles for every 2 color combination. So there are 5 different tiles that will fit here in a yellow blue. So here's 1, 2, 3 of the 5 already played. Now, of 1 color combinations, like this juncture here has blue and blue, there's 7 different possibilities of a blue and blue, a blue that would fit there. And here's one of them. So that means that there's 6 more in the bag. This would be, odds are you're probably going to draw that blue before you're going to draw a blue yellow. But that's just a strategy thing that doesn't really pertain to the rules. So there's that. Okay, so now the core darkness is placed. The core darkness is built. The core darks are placed. And we're going to draw 4 tiles for this player. And if they... Okay. Okay, so now we draw from the dark bag. Player 2 draws this, which, we can detach lights if we want, if it makes sense. That would be one we could detach that might make sense, but I'd like to kind of keep, or we could put it there, but the amount of holes that are, empty spots where a light could go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think we'll just leave that there. I'm going to put this here and detach this. Put it back in the future bag. So now we have this here. This will go here. And we could even do this here. Right there. Okay, so now we only have 2 holes left. 1, 2. That need to be filled in order to win. There's 5 darks on the table, so we need to, if we get 5 more, then we lose. So we got an inspiration, 2 inspirations, and a light and a light. So the way inspirations work, you can use them to banish a dark. So at the beginning of your turn, when you draw a dark to place it, you can move it over to an area we call the past, where we put played things, and we can look at them and see what's left in the bag. There's 6 inspirations in the bag total. Or you can use it to dig, meaning, and we'll look at that in a bit on the next turn. I'm sure this player will want to do that. Okay, so drawing a dark. Okay. Well, we don't, we have something to fill that. So I guess I'm going to detach this, place that there, straighten this up. Okay. So starting off, we're done with this. That's filled. And we'll do that. Really, that's all we can do. We need a blue. Oh no, we can do that. Blue, blue. So we need a white red there in order to win. But we don't have that. So drawing, draw that one again, jeez. Okay, so now, okay, so the one color ones are kind of tough to play. Okay, so now it's the next player's turn. They have 2 inspirations, 2 lights. Now what they could do, and what they're gonna do, is banish this. So I'm gonna choose this one, and these go to the past. Now the numbers here, what they mean, dig is to take 5 tiles out of the future bag, set them on the table, look at them. Well, I'm going to play this right now. I've only got 2 tiles, neither of them fit where we want to go, so I'm going to play this. So we dig for 5 tiles. I'm using an inspiration to dig. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, look at them there. Oops. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the 5 tiles that I've dug. And the next number here is 2, which means I can take 2 of these tiles, put them in my rack. Well, we don't have the tile we need, which is a red yellow here. So it's kind of a waste, but that would, if we would have had that, we would have won, but we don't. So I'm going to draw another take another inspiration, put that in my rack, and at this point, it doesn't really make a huge difference, anything with that. Okay, the ones you didn't put in your rack go back in the future bag. So the next number is play 3. That means for the rest of the turn, 3 is the maximum number of tiles I can play. I can play 0 if I want. And looking at the rack here, I'm gonna play 0. So this now goes over here in the past. So at the end of your turn, you draw. If you have less than 4 tiles, you draw up to 4. If you have 4 or more, you can discard 1 to draw another. Which is nice if you have a tile sitting there forever you want to get rid of. It's not working. I don't really have that now, but I am going to get rid of this one to draw this one here. Oh, which is the one I needed. Huh, okay. So we'll see what happens. So that's that player's turn. Now the next player's turn, they draw dark to place. Okay, so the one spot doesn't go to. So we're gonna have to find a place. Do we have, nope, yeah we do. Okay, so that'll fit there. Let's place this. These are bad tiles. Let's place this here. Okay, so anywhere there's a blue or a white and touching a dark, you can place this. So we're gonna attach this to place this here. This goes back here. And now it's the playing phase. Play this to be done with that. So now we just have these 3 holes here in order to win. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 darks. There's still some time. And I'm just going to put this here in the hopes that they have something to go there. I might ask them, say, hey, do you have something to go there? And they say, sure do, because they do. And draw these 2. Next player's turn. And actually, did they... so close. Okay, well this is what they have. I'm trying to see. So if these 3 tiles, if 2 of them could fill these 2, I would banish the next dark with this and win. But they don't. That's what I was checking. They don't. No, they don't. They're almost. Huh, okay. So I'm not going to banish this. I'm going to play this. Detach these 2 and place that there. These go in the future bag. So this is 5. You dig 5, take 1, play 2. So since I get to play 2 anyway, I might as well play some out of my hand to get this. Is that what we want? No, this is what we want. Look at that. Okay. I guess, yeah, okay. So I'm going to hold off on this. We still have some time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A couple turns more. So I'm done with my turn. I'm going to draw 2 more. This player's turn. Okay, now this is pretty good. We actually can win with this. So we're going to draw the dark. And it doesn't really make a difference what it is because we're going to banish it. And one thing you can also look here, this is the past. 3 of the 6 inspirations are played. One of them's in the other player's rack. So that's something you can keep in mind when you're going to banish or if you're going to dig to know, what's the best call there. This, however, we will win with because we've got a white, blue. Well, either of these could work. Going there, and this here, going here. So now all of the darks are covered. There's no exposed corners or sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would have lost in 2 turns had we not done this. So that's how you play the game. Hope it makes sense. Thanks. Bye.